Hi, I'm Elizabeth Bulkley. I'm here tonight to actually talk to you about something that's a very important issue to myself. The difference between online learning and learning face to face, actually interacting with people. Um, I think most of the evidence that I found in discussion for this topic is actually through universities. There are so many universities that do things online and have people pick distance education versus actually meeting traditionally in a classroom setting. And one of the first articles that I found was through a New York university and um, actually through Rasmussen College. And one of the biggest things they talk about is how there's a lot of flexibility for an online education with the students. You get to do your own schedule, you get to put things like that. I know we have a lot of students that are really into sports or gymnastics and things like that, and they really get a chance to um, do online learning. And then I do a lot of my makeup assignments through online learning because they're not actually there physically in class. So you need a way for them to be actually making this up. Um, I think it's interesting because the kids tend to need to be very disciplined and motivated in order to complete the classwork. And that's one of the biggest things you kind of face with that online learning. Um, and with the traditional setting, the teachers are there to kind of guide you in how you complete the assignments and where you turn in the assignments. Whereas online, you have to have all the discipline in order to be able to complete it yourself and drive yourself through it. Another thing that they mentioned in the evidence for the articles for the pros and cons, when I went to New York State, there was an article in their university about the fact that most people really liked it because for the online learning, because it ended up having benefits when it came to geographic location, where you could actually meet with the people from faraway places and learn from them. So there wasn't a very closed group when it came to the people that you were learning with. They thought that was really interesting. Who wouldn't want to learn with somebody that was really far away? I think that's really neat. It brings people together. You'll have like a visual discussion rather than a lecture, and no learning pace constraint. A lot of kids need think time, and that gives you a chance to be able to do something like, for instance, this, which is what I'm doing. I got to think through what I wanted to say, and then I'm doing a recording based on my thoughts versus just being called on in class. A lot of times in my class, I just do random dojo to call on a student, or else I pull a stick, or I just call on the kid that actually wants to share in discussion. And sometimes that can be a little daunting to students. I can see the benefits of giving them more time. Um, but there are a lot of things that aren't included. And the articles that I've read um, really talk about the fact that they feel like you're missing out on that traditional structure. The education of a teacher, when it comes to a face-to-face meeting, is very easily able to do scaffolding and look at the background knowledge for your students and take a look at that. And online learning, everybody's kind of at that same level and you're not really sure what you're doing. There isn't that immediate feedback that you get. Whereas with face to face, you get that right away. So I think there's definitely benefits to both, and I think it's mostly just how you use them, which would be to your advantage. I think it'd be interesting with the online course that I'm taking right now and doing this assignment for to actually meet the people in person, to be able to get to know some of these people as real human beings and contacts. Whereas I feel like after this class, I'll probably just keep in touch with the people that I already know in person. And so that's one challenge, I think, in order to create that classroom environment where you're all learning together. It's more disjointed with the online learning. So thank you very much. I hope you got something out of this discussion. And as you can see, I'm a mixed bag when it comes to this issue, but I love technology so much that I want things to be more online in my classroom, like with Canvas and things like that. But I also do enjoy that great group discussion or being able to help a student with an intervention immediately in order to help them come away with mastery on the standards. So thank you.